We're back live once again here on Friday Night Pints. It's brought to you today by Revitalyte. We're gonna mix up some cocktails right now. It's the perfect hangover drink, but also we can just cut right to the chase. Don't wait till you're hungover. Just start using it as a mixer. So we've got our 3 flavors here. We got strawberry, mixed fruit, and grape. So I'm gonna mix up a couple for the boys. Revitalyte is basically you've seen it before in the past in the baby aisle. Now it's in the regular adult aisle. You can get it right at the liquor store. They cut right to the chase and put it right there with the vodka for you. So I'm gonna mix up some New Amsterdam. Anybody want orange? No? You wanted the purple, right? You want the purple?
Purple looks good.
You want purple? All right, that purple drink. So I'm gonna mix it up with some New Amsterdam here. So you're gonna stay hydrated while you drink. Once it's too late, here's a little pro tip for you. You drink half a bottle before you go to bed after the night, and then the next morning you drink the rest of it, and you'll be feeling like $1 million. You can go to drinkrevitalyte.com/find to find most of the info on where to get it and where you can purchase it. Hashtag hydrate responsibly. Go to drinkrevitalyte.com/find. We got Rough and Rowdy tonight, and I'm mixing up a drink right here for a former champ.
Oh, sit back.
I'm gonna make one for the other former champ. We got Hank and. Is that good? You want more vodka, more of this?
Good.
Yeah? All right, good. A little purple.
Yes.
To the champs. Tonight is Rough and Rowdy, what, 12, 13?
Is it that many?
I think so, yeah.
Wow.
Which
Jesus
is bananas. Were you wanted to fight it, but you never did, right?
No.
You didn't get the
did
chance. Are you still thinking about trying to do it?
I would. It
Yeah.
just Dave wants that real fight. I was originally supposed to fight Nadeau-Tadou, and then
Yeah, that's
the
right.
second Nadeau-Tadou broke our. Well, I wasn't really covered. He just told Dave that he liked me, and then once Dave heard that, he nixed it.
Yeah.
He wanted
'cause
real
you want the
beef.
real fire.
Real
that
beef.
might be pretty strong, but I feel like you can handle it.
There
You
we
want
go.
purple as well?
Same thing, yeah.
Um,
His name is double vodka dog.
Yeah, that's
that was
true.
rude.
Okay, pour it thick. For
Good?
sure.
Okay.
Can't give him a single.
So, I mean, I was saying today on radio, I think winning in Rough and Rowdy in a real fight like that is one of the fucking best things you can have on your resume. I think that's awesome. I mean, look at the jacket. Hank's got a winners only jacket. That is are you man enough? I mean, that's the real fucking deal.
If I was wearing this in West Virginia, I'd be turning heads everywhere.
Right,
Like,
right.
it's
Girls are
really
like, oh
mean.
my God, you know? I mean, that to me is that's what we do here is talk shit and have rivalries and bragging rights. And it's usually decided by who was funnier, or who had the better blog, or who had the better argument on radio, whereas you guys just threw down. Yours was yours was real. You and Matt had bad blood, but I feel afterwards
Afterwards,
we were good,
kind
right?
of respect each other a little bit after, but I didn't get shit. You got everything. I got nothing.
Well, I had
What
to
do you mean
ask.
you didn't
I
get
had
shit?
to.
Oh, you didn't get that
I
stuff?
didn't get that.
Yeah.
I didn't get
I mean,
there's
you
a
got to
belt
fight
the
though.
year after.
You got to fight. Hank's
You
fight.
fought in the fucking Super Bowl
Yeah.
one. You fought in
I
the
was kind of the
Coliseum.
biggest
To be honest, I was more jealous of Hank's.
Hank's fight was
Why?
the last time the
Because-
company was totally together on one thing. Hank's fight,
Yeah.
everyone in the office was in because I was we were still fairly new in that office, right?
Yeah.
And
I was actually still
everyone
home.
had
My
to
kids
make
were.
shirts.
Shay was young, and I remember she was sitting on the couch with me, and I was watching it on the computer, But yeah, man, that was And I remember thinking Tex is pretty crazy. I don't know, man. And then you just beat the fuck out of him.
Both
It was just
times.
open and
Am
shut.
I crazy? But both times the loser quit.
The
Not
loser
that long
quit.
after Rough and Rowdy.
Oh yeah. 2 out of the 3. The 2 out of the 3 people have disappeared
Oh, yeah?
afterwards. You erased them from the company.
Well, he was just coming after me for no reason. I think he was he just hated
Well,
me.
he
'cause
just didn't
wanted
like
my
that you were
job.
doing content,
'Cause He
right?
thought I was a fake gambler.
But we were talking about it on CCK. It's funny to see how different your career is now and then, because Jared was the only guy in your corner.
Only one.
He was
Him
the Rocky.
and Zah
He
were,
walked
the
out,
only
or
one.
he walked out with you, or at least sat in your corner.
He sat in my corner.
And
I
that
walked
was
out with my brother.
it. Jared said that Marty came to him and was like, "Will you be in my corner?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure, I guess so." But now I feel like if Marty were to do it now, he'd have a whole fucking stable behind him.
Yeah.
At that point, I didn't have anything against you, but I just knew Matt. He sold
Yeah.
my shit, so I was like,
So
"All right,
was Hank.
I'm rooting for
Hank
Matt."
was everyone was on site because they knew him, but and I was like this schmuck. I also wrote 1 illiterate blog a week. And, didn't do anything.
You were fresh, but I feel like that was huge for you, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Everything after that just kept rolling for me too. It was
Yeah.
very good timing, but let me tell you, I don't remember really winning, but
Yeah.
it was fucking awesome.
I mean, your face, dude.
yeah.
I mean, you
That
like,
look like, oh, I don't know what's happening right now, but it's fucking
your front row like rivaled like heavyweight
Yeah.
bout
Yeah.
front rows. Like it was
Oh,
like
yeah.
Sam Darnold, Josh Allen.
But that was the
I went to
thing.
the basketball
Diplo
boy
was talking to
came
his
out.
dad.
My dad was just hanging over like watching the fight with Diplo. I was like,
Diplo.
what the fuck
I
is
was
happening?
too. Like two fights before, I had a hot dog with Eric. And
Yeah,
I was
that's
like, I didn't,
right.
Like, what's wrong with you? And two, I was talking to Diplo. Like Josh Allen's like, hey, I got you today. I was like,
I think
what
Josh
am I
Allen had
doing?
you and Sam
Darnold
Darnold had
him.
Matt,
And
and they
Brown
were
was
like
like
yelling at
in-
each other.
He was like in his like fucking in his little room like getting ready. I was out there just hanging out with Diplo. I didn't even know it was Diplo.
Yo, I
he
will
gave me
never
a lot
forget.
of tips.
I will never forget the girl that Diplo brought to that party.
I have forgot.
She was the sexiest chick I've ever seen in my life. Not just like hot, like what she was wearing and how she was acting. I was like, this is who Diplo fucks. It makes perfect sense. You didn't know you were talking to Diplo?
I had no idea. He's like, yeah, man, I fought in China a lot.
He
Like,
almost
Diplo
fought that
and
night.
YP almost fought.
We
Yeah,
were
he said he would
trying
do it.
to like get him in the ring that night. He was like, I'll fucking do it, which would have been insanity.
It was I think it was a commission thing that they weren't allowed to get in
right.
because like
like
they
it's
had
just,
it.
no matter who it is, there's still like rules. That,
Right.
You know,
And it was-
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
He had like legit tips for me. Like the not like no joke. The one how I knocked out Matt, like knocked him down. He told me to do that.
Well, which was what?
He's like, do like a fake little left jab, move back, and smash him. And I did that.
when you knocked him down for the first time and you were.
I wasted so much
I mean,
energy.
you were marching around the ring. It was
wasted
crazy.
so much energy after that.
Yeah, I mean, whatever though. Yours went it was a decision, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yours was just a decision, but it was like, you know, whatever.
Hanks was an
Except
easy
falling
decision.
down.
Yeah,
Hanks was the easiest.
Oh, right. He just couldn't stand on his feet. He was just tripping left and right. Man, that must have felt good.
It was, I mean, I also had like more like Marty was like new and fresh and kind of like trying to prove himself. I was way more like
More to lose.
You had the most
established.
to
If I
lose.
lost, I probably would have had to quit. Like my whole
So,
career would have been like.
honestly-
I literally don't know what the fallout would have been from that.
The
Like,
question
I had
today
no,
on radio.
I could not lose.
Everybody's got a number, like what number to fight, and I was like, it would have to be enough that it like covers my entire career because after that happens, you're fucking done. If you lose badly to like an opponent you should beat, you're done.
Yeah.
In this company where you're talking shit and busting balls, like you're done. If you fight like somebody who's supposed to beat you and you lose, whatever. If you go the distance and it's like even and you lose, not a big deal. If you got beat up by Tex,
You say
You're done.
You send one tweet, there's a gif of you get knocked out every single
Oh,
time.
every
no
time,
matter what you do.
no matter what, right? But so what's your number?
I don't know what it would be because I think nothing could be worse than like, let's say, I'm trying to think of like who I would even fight in the
Imagine
office.
if it
Who
was
would
just
be
Ken
equal
Jack
fight.
versus Jeff.
It
Like
would
Salino versus
But the
Barnes.
thing that would happen there is nobody wins because neither of us
soon,
can
too
fight.
soon.
And
Yeah.
I'm thinking like it's me versus fucking like BW.
Bonds.
Then I'm the guy who lost the fight to BW. And
Yeah,
it's like
yeah, you don't
that's
want
your career forever. and
Right.
I can't put a
that's-
number on that.
No matter what else you could achieve, you know, you could do whatever in the movie industry, and it's
Yeah.
like, nope. In this place, you are
The
that
movie
guy.
flops. Hey, here's a gift.
That's why I
okay,
think
you
when
get
I did
knocked
it
the
was
fuck
like
out.
Right.
perfect timing. Like,
What's that?
I had nothing to lose.
Yeah, that was
It
perfect for
like-
you.
Well, also, I feel like people forget, like everyone thought Marty was gonna lose.
Yeah.
Like I remember even that video leading up,
'cause-
like 90% of the office was predicting Matt Brown like easily.
Well,
But
because Marty was
I-
dumb back then. He's still dumb now,
could
but I
do
remember
Marty.
thinking like, I
I
don't know,
thought
he's
I
too
was gonna
stupid to
lose,
fight.
too.
Did you? Did you really think you were gonna lose? Really?
He's a big fuck.
But knowing you
then-
now, like I feel like you're pretty good at like everything, like just
I just
dumb
never
shit,
fought
you know.
before in my life.
Never had like
but I also got like knocked
like
out
a
2 days
schoolyard
before-
scrap or anything.
No, nothing.
YP also like there was an element of like Marty knocked his contact out and YP was like trying to put his contact in and just could not do it and then he like,
That
couldn't
does
see
suck.
for the rest of the fight.
That
Yeah.
does suck.
Oh, don't do that! He saw you, motherfucker! I knocked him out, that's why.
I do remember him saying like, I don't want to say excuses, but like I couldn't fucking see.
I just
But,
remember
like,
YP like it was like YP was literally like
I know because yeah, if you
and like
don't
probably
know
made it
how
much
to,
worse.
If you don't know how to do that, like you don't know how to do
And
that. You know?
before the fight, there's like them talking about it's like, do we need contact? It's no, we don't need it. Like we're
Well,
good. It's
that's
like,
bad prep then,
all right.
you know. So you can't even put a number on it.
I can't. Now all I can think about is Matt Brown's distinct cadence of everything he said. Like, hey, I just sold you guys a new Casper mattress ad. And, I'm gonna go fight Marty Bush.
That's exactly how he
Like his
talks.
brain would shut down between syllables. It's crazy.
He actually texted me last night. It was like 350 grand they got offered.
I mean, so that was the Dave on the rundown offered $350K for the Rico Nadu to do. Why do they call him that? What's that?
You can't
It's
pronounce
a
his
dude
name.
to do.
No, it's his last name to do, and there's Rico has
They got a
a lot of
do-to-do.
do-to-dos.
So the winner would get $350K. I don't know if Dave guaranteed like a minimum for participating.
He
It was
said
just
winner
winner
take all.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a staggering number.
You can't turn that down.
No, absolutely
Like,
not.
you can't
But-
refuse.
Crazy.
Rico,
Rico will not.
there's no price.
He's a man.
I really
man
think
of
there's
honor.
no price.
$1 million.
How is that possible?
Come on.
It's $350,000.
Honor, integrity, honor, integrity.
Are you a rider?
Of course.
Are you a rider?
No, everyone here's
Are
a
you
rider.
a rider?
Yes.
I'm a rider.
Everyone here is a rider.
Okay.
Make sure.
You're a rider?
No,
Oh,
he's
You're
not.
not a rider.
He's not.
You're the rider. Yeah. I'm a rider. I've had my beef with him. I made him retire once. I fucking had a funeral for him once, but we've water
How
under
did
the
that
bridge.
start? Initially?
So I got a guy who DM'd
Oh, the
me.
comedian. Oh my god.
There was a comedian who DM'd me every day for like 2 straight years. It was like 700 DMs in a row. And I sent a screenshot of, I think I cut his name out because I was like, I don't want to put him totally on blast. But I was like, look how desperate this guy is to be a part of Barstool or something like that. And then Nate said like, oh, funny that Rico did that because he's desperate to be a part of Barstool. So we like laughed about that, and I was saying that it was Rico, and he was like, it wasn't me. Fucking tell him it wasn't me. Calling Dan, being like, they're saying it was that I was this guy and I'm not this guy. And then that's when he retired via iPhone Note, and that made it even, you're not on the iPhone Note level, but all good now. Water under the bridge. I'm a rider, but I mean, it's a tough week for riders.
No. I think we've grown
No.
stronger than ever.
No, tomorrow.
I mean,
tomorrow's
you're
our
just-
big
you're-
day.
I think
What's
the line
tomorrow?
has been drawn in the sand and everyone's coming to our side.
Oh, so you think it was
This
galvanizing?
is
You rallied everybody.
you're
Yeah.
weeding out the people who aren't true
I'm
riders.
actually
We got
upset
the
I wasn't in the hype group.
You're the hype circle.
Like, so literally, like he made the comparison. It was like Jesus had 12 disciples. It started with 12 people. Now, look at all the disciples now. That's where we're
like
trending
Rico.
towards. Like, give us 2,000 years and
But
we'll
that-
be Christianity level
that-
followers.
I mean, it makes perfect sense. I don't,
Yeah, I mean,
everyone's laughing, but it makes total sense.
That clip of is that Pick'em? I don't know. Yeah, Dave and Dan realizing that Rico is rallying people against Barstool Sports, and you're just
Against I
he's
don't
like,
understand how there
yeah.
isn't a punishment a la Franny Lighted.
That's what I was saying. I was like,
It's
I felt like
coordinated
I was.
attacks.
Yeah.
What Franny was doing.
Yeah.
I felt like I was
But
like
Franny-
deja vu, and I was like, this is like
He-
somehow.
Franny never got in trouble for the coordinated
Yeah,
attacks. He got in
Franny was
trouble
just
for
speaking
not.
his mind. Franny wasn't trying to get people over to his side. Franny was just like, here's what I think about
But
this.
the punishment was never because of the
parody.
comments. The punishment was because Dave was like, "Tell me, you wouldn't
He's
rap."
like, tell me who told you. how to
Yeah,
delete
that's why you got
comments.
fired.
And I didn't.
Because Dave loves people.
D-Lo.
Dave loves the fucking.
I mean, Rico
drama.
literally said July 17th to the 30th. That's when we get Dave. Like, that's when he comes
Time,
back.
I mean,
time to slam
Time to
it.
slam.
It's truly insane.
It really is.
But it's
I
awesome.
mean, Rico Bosco is the greatest WWF performer of all time who doesn't know that it's fake. Everything he's doing is absolutely real. But if you pretend that he's doing it like it's a script, he's the greatest showman of all time. Storming out of shows, starting fights with people, it's all very real. But
Except
if
then
you
he
just,
won't like go to the final step of just
Right.
fighting.
I mean, and that's tough. That's why Rough and Rowdy is like Pandora's box at this company, because you can talk all this shit, and then if one person is down to fight and you're not, it's like, well, now what? Now you're fucked.
It's like the lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of sheep. Though.
Yeah, you
He's a
can,
man of
like
honor.
Dave did always throw that out with like Rappaport and other people like, well, I'm too big for that. But it is like there's this looming thing of like, well, we can do this for real, and if you're the guy who backs out.
But to be honest, the way Nadu to do, like, Rico lost. Like, he lost. Like, that was a win for Nadu to do. Well, I know, I'm a rider, but he like,
doesn't
hey,
sound like
wait.
it.
That's skill.
Oh,
Wait,
doesn't
let
sound
me
like
get
it.
to
Let
it.
him finish. I
Let me
think
get
I
to
know.
it.
You always sounded like a real
the way
fucking
Nadu
scout.
to do, like, handle it, like, you don't say anything. He's like, oh, I'll fight Hank and fucking Rico. It's
Yeah.
like, dude, shut up. You
Yeah.
just had a win in your pocket. But that's why riders will always win, because everyone else is dumb and they're going to kill him.
I've been thinking, like, I'm ready to fight him. I just wanna. He just needs to enter Rough and Rowdy, win a fight. Call me
Champ
out,
doesn't
and
take.
then, right. I'm
the
not
champ
fighting
doesn't take a
someone
fight
that's
with
0-0. Like he's
Wait,
just,
you jump back in? He?
Well, he's just
Like
talking shit on his
350
Periscope, like that's all he does. And I was like,
I would not.
I was like, dude,
What?
he's like 5'2", he's fucking fat
He's
fuck.
Whoa! I would do it.
If he,
I'm
like I
just
said,
saying,
I'm not gonna.
I would ride off.
But I
the
mean-
champ.
Would you only go in for the 350 pop, or you
No,
go in
if
for
he wins the
He
Rough and
said
Rowdy
he's
fight,
gonna
I
do
will
it
fight him.
for free.
No. I'll take it. I'm not 350.
What if it's back to the 10K regular purse?
I would negotiate for more. I would definitely be able to
I
negotiate
mean, it's a
for
different
more.
world now. Apparently, for throwing a 350.
That's what I'm saying. I would be able to negotiate for more, but I would like ever since he's been calling me out, I've been like thinking like, all right,
Okay.
I'm like ready to get back into it.
Are you
Okay.
slowly dipping the toe in the water? Like, are you starting to eat healthier just in case?
Yes. Yeah.
you ready?
And
He's
I was
Let's
like,
go, man.
hey,
Coming out of
you
retirement.
can turn the stool streams room into a fucking training room for like 3.
But he's on the Albanian diet. What are you gonna do against that?
I would kill him. I would kill him.
Wow.
would-
Wow.
All he's got to do is enter fucking Rough Rowdy, win a
First.
fight, and then I'm fucking there.
Okay. All right. I mean, there it is. No do to do. You heard it.
That was a good pussy.
This is how it's got to go.
That was like
You
a
heard it?
21 Savage, like
Yeah.
pussy.
Like an ad lib.
How about you fight like a little Sasquatch?
I'd have to actually like hate the person. I
Lose
think.
your
I'd be
ass
for
to
free
change
if
their
I
face.
actually hated him. But I haven't like had like a good like
Have you been in a fight like?
felt like a good
Recently?
hate for a while. I think I have low T. I
Yeah.
think yeah. I haven't felt like
I
a
don't
good
have it in
hate.
me.
Yeah.
I don't really have it in me. I have a lot of hate in my heart. Everybody knows that.
Yeah.
But to like do the whole production, it's
What
like
if you fight like Fred Wilpot? He's like 70 years old.
Yeah, no, Fred. I don't have too much beef with Fred. Jeff, I would might fight. Yeah, Jeff, you want to fight in Rough and Rowdy, we'll fight. But yeah, I mean, it takes. Jared said the one person he would fight is Pablo Sandoval. That's it.
Oh, he kicked Pablo Sandoval's ass.
He
would be dead in after the first round.
You gotta have your hate up. You can't just go in there.
It's hard. Yeah, you can't fake that. Because
Yeah,
it's
I mean,
like-
Pat's another Rough
I
and
mean,
Rowdy
you can
champ.
hate anyone who gets fucked as soon as they punch you in the face once.
True, true.
Like,
No,
guess
but
what?
you need,
I don't
like,
hate you until you punch me in the face.
The
and now I
training
hate you.
part is like the biggest part where
Yeah.
you're like, I'm doing this because I do want to fucking kill him. If I liked you, I wouldn't really care.
Yeah.
So when you
I got knocked out 2 days before my fight.
You did?
Knocked cold
at Mendes,
by some
Oh,
random
I think
professional
like in
fighter.
the street.
No, like some professional fighter.
So it's playing the knockout
My-
games.
Yeah.
Killed
My
Marty.
trainer didn't speak English. He kept calling me a conio, and that's what he's just a pussy. And and he's like, "You're fighting a professional guy today," and his translator told me that and just knocked me out.
straight up like unconscious, like
Out
wet to black.
quick.
Yikes, that's scary, man. This is so fucking.
He's like, "All right, you ready for the fight?" What?
So you still down to fight, but you just gotta find,
I would,
some-
yeah, because
some
I did
blood.
enjoy. I liked the training. I was definitely into the training.
I mean,
so
you
I'm-
lost a lot of weight over the
Yeah,
last year,
I mean,
right?
I put a few back on.
But I mean, like you can do it.
No, I feel good. I'm definitely in much better shape than I was like at that time when I was gonna do it at that time for sure.
This guy, I mean, I tell him all the time, you'd be like 6-0 by now if you would just fight.
No, I wouldn't.
Yes, you would, dude.
No.
Feitelberg
I
could
would-
knock
I would-
motherfuckers
I
out.
would lose
You would
'cause
be
I
like
wouldn't-
6-0 with 6
Because I wouldn't
knockouts.
have that hate that Marty had to
Yeah.
train, where I'd be like, I'm gonna take training off today. I don't
Yeah,
really-
you need to be like spur of the moment, and then you'll kill motherfuckers.
If it was a spur of the moment thing, if it was like if Diplo had asked me to fight at that thing, I would have fought.
Fight Diplo.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, I got no
Just
problem with
for
Diplo,
the-
but that would have been a fucking awesome story.
Yeah. You
gotta
Like, yeah, I
fight
fought Diplo.
Spur of the
He
moment.
got knocked out.
Could you
Yeah, by
imagine?
Diplo.
Imagine if, imagine if like you knocked out Diplo and then you got like Diplo's fans on your case. By the way, remember when Frankie Brothers got to fight Diplo? Remember that whole rivalry?
Yeah.
When Diplo was like subtweeting on Instagram, he was posting things at Frankie. That was unbelievable.
I think wait, when was that? Was that before? 'Cause they definitely hashed something out that night.
It was before that night.
It was before that. Okay.
So they made peace that night.
Yeah.
Because
there
Diplo was
very-
posting like bricks of money, something like I can't hear you, and like
Because
that was a
Frankie
direct shot.
followed
Frankie.
Diplo at a concert in Miami or something like that. He just followed Diplo to like a private room where Diplo had gone with a woman. I think maybe it was Nina Agdal. And like,
Oh,
Right,
yeah,
is that
yeah.
that Sports Illustrated thing whenever Frankie
Yeah,
was filming?
yeah.
Get the fuck away, dude.
Yeah. It's like,
Literally, don't bring
followed them,
like
cameras
followed
around.
him upstairs and like into a door, and it was just like they're like, "What the fuck are you doing?"
That's how you become Dave's guy. That's how you become Dave's guy, though. It's just like I don't give a shit who you are. I'm going, man. No, but you would be if you had the hate in your heart. Feitelberg would be.
Yeah, I've seen
a
you
rough
wrestle
ride.
YP.
I'm not much of a hater. I don't have a ton of hate in my
No,
heart.
but you got a punch.
But I
No,
like.
you're a hater, but you're lazy.
Yeah, no, but no, I wouldn't say I'm a hater. I wouldn't say like that.
No,
I
you
have
could hate someone, but like it does
Too much effort.
Nothing's worth.
No, but
your
like,
time.
the Blackout Tour, when shit went down, you
Yeah.
kill people. A couple times you had to defend people's honors, you killed them. Yeah, you'll knock people out.
I'll
Look
get
how uncomfortable he is. He's like,
Yeah.
don't talk about it. It's fine. But yeah, I feel like,
the
the
guy
whole
will talk
Feitelberg
about
clan.
himself jerking off, but he can't talk
No,
about
about throwing
beating
punch.
somebody up.
Hypothetical fight. Who would you fight?
I do
Like,
that
who would
one
fights
more.
fight in a purse?
Oh,
Like,
here?
Yeah.
YP. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there would be no hate, but there would be
You're-
mutual respect.
But you outweigh him by like 40 pounds.
Yeah, but YP's thick.
Yeah, he's
I've
got that-
wrestled
I agree.
YP
He's got
a lot.
that ass.
YP's. I bet I don't outweigh him by. I bet I outweigh YP by like 20.
YP just
He's
throws
shorter
a
and
concussion
thinner,
excuse around. I was like, oh, I have too many concussions.
Oh shit.
YP has an ass built for the
He does.
war.
That's what he says.
He does.
He's
Yeah,
he's like Mr. Aggressive, like trying to fight people in the office. Like,
But then he's
you should fight
like-
rough and rowdy. He's like, oh, I have too many concussions.
You would need to do like rough and MMA with him,
MMA
where
rough
he
and
could
rowdy?
like you could wrestle a little bit,
Grab
get on the
him.
floor and shit, because then he can use that ass to his advantage.
No,
that
that's
ass
what-
doesn't do shit in boxing.
That
man,
would cause
you
too
know?
many problems in this company because if you could literally murder someone like MMA fighters do, like there's just it would be bad.
Well, I
There's
mean,
no comeback from that.
Who has like the baddest blood here? Who would be like the realest fight?
Literally
Nadu and Rico,
against
yeah.
everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Rico, right?
I don't know about like I don't know. There's definitely a lot of secret ones.
Yeah, right,
gotta
right,
be.
right.
Casey versus Brandon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true.
that's
Brandon
bubbling.
versus Jack Mack? Not Jack Mack.
Who?
Definitely.
Yeah,
Jack
Brandon
McCarthy.
versus Jack
Who?
Mack.
Brandon and Jack
Oh,
McCarthy.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a lot of Brandon too.
Brandon
Brandon
versus
versus
Jack.
Jack.
Yeah.
How about we just somehow channel Brandon and Rico?
Yeah.
Like, they don't have beef with each other, they have
No,
beef
he's too like Brandon is Rico.
That's
Like,
true.
he's on his way to be Rico.
Right,
like
right.
Rico.
Well, easy. There's only one Rico.
How so?
True. That he's crazy and he reads everything.
Like he blocks
Like,
people, thin
Oh,
skin,
yeah,
Gets
yeah, yeah.
offended
can't take
by
the joke,
like,
gets
little things on the
offended.
internet.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
things
he
take
loves
a
to play
toll
the
on
like
him.
it's just a joke card. It's like
Yeah.
you're clearly not joking.
Yeah.
You're very clearly
A
not.
time ago, Devlin and Brandon would have been pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
Would've
I mean the
fight.
problem is with that fucking.
He's huge.
Yeah, I mean who's in
He's
his weight class?
Frankenstein.
Yeah.
He's a loop, yeah.
Frankenstein. So tonight, Rough and Rowdy is what 8 o'clock?
I didn't realize it's all Trump versus Biden.
I don't think I realized that either. It's red versus blue, so everybody is.
Yeah.
So where is it tonight?
If you had to ask
Charleston.
me to,
Charleston. So there are motherfuckers down there being like, Team Biden. I wouldn't be worried about the fight in the ring. I'd be worried
Yeah.
about everything else.
Yeah.
dude, when we were down in West Virginia for fucking Making a Gambler during the quarantine, it was like we were getting looks for wearing a mask.
Yeah,
Like you
you're a big
fucking
pussy.
blue state pussies.
Yeah.
What are you doing here? Like what are you doing bringing a mask into this Applebee's? That's not a joke. It's what we ate every meal over there. We ate at Applebee's like 3 times.
Chicken finger riblet basket. You ever get that?
No, I don't think we got that
So
one.
what
$120?
basket?
Chicken finger riblet basket.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Eliminate.
a little combo. I think Applebee's is criminally underrated.
It was.
I really enjoy a good
We had an
Applebee's.
Applebee's in our hotel parking lot, so that's just where we went for.
That's
every
where we got
single
banned
meal.
from, though, right?
We did get banned from that. I think it was that one in particular Applebee's
Right.
in Ludlow, Maine.
Yeah. So I do like Applebee's, but like until Ludlow, Maine makes
That
it
was
right with
still
me,
the biggest
fuck
bullshit.
Applebee's.
So we were there for. Hank, were you there with us?
I wasn't with you guys. I was on the way up when you guys got kicked out.
No, we were there for the World National Tobogganing Championships. World National doesn't make sense, but go with it. And we we were like, oh, we're gonna blog all day at an Applebee's. So me, Dan, and Big Cat. I'm sorry, me, Kevin, and Big Cat went, and we were there for like 8 hours. I think we got everything on the menu.
We blogged the whole day. We were working.
We blogged all day, we were working. And we were
Literally
like-
everything on the
We
menu.
were getting drinks, but we were there for like 8 hours, so we ended up having 6 drinks each.
sir.
And when we tried to order a new one, they were like, "No, you're only allowed 6." And we're like, "I think that rule is like for people in one meal.
Thank you.
Like if you were
Yeah.
here for an hour and a half, you
Because
only have
nobody
6
in their
drinks.
right mind stays at Applebee's for 12 hours, so the rule usually applies.
So then we went to the hotel to change to come back in different clothes, and they were not happy with us trying to work around that.
We did a
And
little
they-
Bobby Valentine, put the mustache on.
They banned us for life from the Ludlow, Maine Applebee's in I want to say it's in a Holiday Inn parking lot.
Fucking
in some hotel parking lot.
Until they make it right with me, I'm done with Applebee's. Fucking done with it. But
It was bullshit too because we were tweeting with corporate the whole day.
yeah,
we were
there.
we're like, look,
we
the
thought we
Applebee's
were
account
gonna
is
have a
down.
deal. We were
Right.
like, Applebee's is about to sponsor us, and these guys are kicking us out. You fucking assholes. So tonight, Rough and Rowdy, you can go on the Play Barstool app, which is the same thing from Stool Streams, and there are 5 fights. And I think if you get all 5 right, you have a chance at 25,000.
It's 5 fights, 10 questions. If you go 10 for 10, you get 25K.
What are the questions?
It's like, so it's the 5 fights. You're picking who you're gonna win and what round.
Got it.
So you're picking.
So you gotta
either-
be precise.
You're
but-
picking like the fighter and whether they win by knockout or decision. So that's 4
Got it.
questions, and
Got
then what round. The,
People have
like,
been asking for this for so long
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
finally we have.
That's
So you
a
got Trailer
fucking-
Park versus I Eat Ass, Shizat
Which
versus
one of those do you
Backflip.
think is the Biden?
that is a great question. That is a great question. Shizat versus Backflip, Jockey Gina versus Badass, Smidge versus Flying Ryan. That's got to be the midgets, right? And I'm gonna say that we can say midgets because they're fighting to the death. So come on, we don't have to be
Fighting to the
political.
death?
Yeah.
Fighting to the blood, to the pain. And Nighty Night versus Lights Out. That's a great.
That
like,
one's wild.
Nighty Night
All
versus
of
Lights
those
Out
I
is-
could not tell you
is
who's
like
Biden.
Two,
No,
the 2 most
no.
decorated fighters in Rough and Rowdy history.
Really?
Probably.
Bobby Lang is a kid. He's like from my area of like hometown or whatever. He's and like kids I know. He's like from Braintree, like a few towns away. But like he's people I know. Like when he was fighting in the first one, I was like, "What's the deal with this kid?" Like he's a crazy person. Like he's one of those kids that just like lives to fight. Everyone's like toughest kid I know. Like street fights, like
fought,
outside
10
bar.
times?
His first fight was against Wade Woodruff. Or no, it was against Travis Turman, who's like that big fucking huge brick hands. Yeah, fights in boots. Literally, I've seen him end people. Like literally one fight, one punch killed them.
Yeah.
Bobby Lang was fighting him. I was like, dude, like Bobby Lang, tough kid, but he's going up against a fucking buzzsaw, and he killed him.
He murdered him, right?
So like there's no,
like couldn't even like stand.
no,
at the end, right?
he gassed him out,
that.
and he fucking ended him
remember that.
at the Super Bowl. So there's that fight. Even though 3 tours, veteran, 5-0, like he's gonna get smoked. That one I can give you my like guarantee.
That's a lock from
That's a lock.
Easy. So
That's
download,
99. That's lights out.
Lights out.
That's
Lights out land.
download the
Shizat's been,
play.
like, awful.
Yeah, Shizat has like that like famous clip, not mouthpiece out knockout.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
two handguns on his back tattooed. Knock that guy out.
Yeah.
But Shizat, that was his peak. I think he's lost a couple fights since then. Like in the backflip, dude is a fucking jacked. Like he's in great shape, good fighter. That was gonna be a good fight. I don't have a strong opinion on that one. I would say backflip, but that's gonna be a good
what's the
fight.
deal
And then
with the
Lights Out
chicks?
Lang is gonna. I don't know anything about the chicks.
Chicks are just savages, man.
What's your nickname? I eat ass.
So you go to Play Barstool, download the app, make the picks, and go to buyrnr.com to watch tonight's fight. Also on the Play Barstool app is Jenga and stool streams. Jenga is taking over. I got props to you, man. I remember when you were doing this, I was like, this is like a cool thing that'll like work. I never in my wildest dreams thought it would be as popular amongst us and amongst the fans as it is. So congrats on that. And the Jenga league, I mean, cornhole's cool, darts eventually, ping pong's a big deal, but Jenga is like, that's it. And boy, did this, forget about even like, it's really this league because the actual games are not what's causing the drama. The draft has been the biggest drama of the entire Jenga experience. Did you expect that going in as commissioner?
Yeah, I mean, there was definitely. It was like you're not gonna like script it and say this is what I want to happen, but it was like we're gonna do some things and hope that some things happen, and everything that I hoped happened, and then some. Like there was. Nate was furious. Nate had been
Nate was furious about what? Not getting picked?
Nate, he was basically he had been like bitching and moaning, and I got mad at him for like, because like all the competitors before they compete are like, if the ref makes a decision, I have to follow it, because like people are making their picks, and if all the players are disputing like the call, then the people that made their picks are gonna feel like they got cheated.
Right.
They're gonna complain.
Right.
We're gonna have a whole logistical
There
nightmare.
is a very like serious betting element to the Jenga game.
And
That
so all the
it's
players,
all
it's like-
legitimately regulated.
And
so
it's like, I know it's competitive, but it's like, if the ref, Vibbs has dealt with this, like if the ref
Spider
makes
3.
a decision, you have to follow it no matter what. Nate has had multiple instances where he has like ignored that rule.
He's
across
the
Spider
dog,
Month.
bro.
He
He's
goes
the
in,
dog, okay?
complains,
Let him in.
bitches. I told him, I was like, dude, please, like,
Just
I
stop.
don't get it, just please, like, just respect the ref.
Yeah.
He did it again, so I was like, dude, all right, you're not gonna be a captain. And then he thought he was gonna get picked, didn't get picked.
So
was
yeah, he's not
texting
even in.
people like, don't talk to me ever again. Like, I can't believe you fucking snubbed me.
Who did he text to say that?
Billy. And he was like,
you
Don't
said
ever talk
like
to me again.
when Billy picked, like you started saying Nate and you switched it.
yeah, well, that was
which was awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, when Smitty was yelling at Glenny, he's like, "Oh, I've done for you. I put you on
right
the
away
Cousins,
there was
I got you on
Casey.
Twitch."
Casey said before, and I was like interviewing, I was like, do you think you're gonna draft? She's like, there's no doubt in my mind I'm getting drafted. Like, if John doesn't draft me, I'm gonna kill him. Like, there's 0% chance I don't get
Let's talk
drafted.
about that.
She physically assaulted me
This
after
is
the draft.
fucking insanity. If John picked like Vibbs, I would get it. I've been his partner for a decade.
Yeah, it's
A
unbelievable.
decade.
She's clueless.
Like there's no.
And you're
he's
3-0, by the way.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
quite a
not
Jenga
bad
player.
at this at all. Yeah, but like if he didn't pick me, I would understand it just because you don't want some chick being mad at you. I understand that life, but I also would have been like, bro, like we're a fucking lifer duo. So I thought that was delusional. The only thing more delusional is this suckbag giving up his purse.
He gave up his trade.
No, you also know what he did?
So like,
Oh, yeah, no, you
He's
didn't hear
giving
this?
Casey his $5,000 if we win.
it's just like
Unprovoked.
You sick motherfucker.
I was gonna say
Unprovoked,
simp.
Marty. He just walks over and goes,
Say
all right,
simps a
listen,
lot.
I'll give you my $5,000.
I could see how I was like, everything I do in my life is just delaying getting yelled at. It's just pushing it back a little bit, pushing it back a little bit, and I was like,
That's upsetting.
Here's the
No,
deal.
that's
upsetting.
I have
It's
no-
upsetting.
I have
It's upsetting. I
As
wanted
a
to 10
friend,
grand with my
that's
boy, and now I'm not even gonna
It's
do
also
it.
going to affect your team because he's not going to care as much.
I
He's
know,
like,
I
it's
know,
not my
I know,
money.
I
It's
know.
not-
He'll
no.
bet. He better. Okay,
I'll
you better
play.
fucking
I'll
do it.
play. But I knew this goes until January. So we got 3-4 months of someone just being mad at me. Or I could go 5,000, potential 5,000, which again, it's not a long shot.
No, we're
but
winning 5 grand.
It's not
We're
like,
winning 10 grand.
It's not. We're not like the favorites. I don't think. Although we're probably up there. But it's 4 months or
Look
the
at this motherfucker.
potential
He's going
of
up.
5
Liz
grand.
is the GOAT.
Yeah.
Liz
Liz is very
Liz
good.
is very
Liz is
good.
big ever.
Yeah, we'll talk
Yeah.
about you in a second.
You know what?
Political motherfucker over here. But I understand the idea of not wanting or mad at you. You don't have to give away $5,000.
Like I said yesterday, I
There's
don't
other,
have
there's other
$5,000.
ways to, like, you know,
Right,
along
give her half. Give her half. Give her
yeah,
2,500.
something.
Pay her
Give her
tab
1,000,
at
give
the
her $500
bar.
bucks.
Maybe I'll renegotiate. I guess that might be
It's too late.
I'm not a master negotiator.
You also traded your
I
pick
honestly-
for nothing.
if
Yeah,
I
you
were
traded
her,
your pick for
I didn't know
nothing.
Tommy Scabelli traded his picks for like 100 Instagram posts
Yeah,
and a fucking special.
Cat
man.
has
okay,
some
he traded-
He
lows
won.
and
He won
shit.
president of the United States and lowering the bar. And the next day,
Yeah.
he gets all the fucking Instagram clout in the world. Maybe
Tom-
he is that good at negotiating.
Tom-
Don't
Maria
say-
Belichick
don't give
their
him
way
that.
up. You,
Yeah.
I don't know what.
I
you
just
did.
texted
You
the
were
group
Jets.
anti-Belichick.
I texted the group text just the 6th pick is available, and Rhea replied, "I'll give you the 8th," and I was just like, "Deal." And I didn't realize like trades were happening.
Well, at
like
first,
that.
what I thought you were doing, I was like, oh, he wants to get out of this pick. Maybe someone will take me or Casey.
that
and
was
then-
definitely a factor.
But then,
Yes.
I knew Rhea wasn't going to take her, and then Rhea with the line of the whole thing, you attract money. That was unbelievable. Dave was like, oh, I like that. Like, that's going to be on a shirt or a hat or something soon. I mean, I don't think anybody knows how Dave is at Jenga, but she's not wrong. Dude just finds a way to fucking get money. You
He's
know?
also
You
going to
wanna
be in a group with Palmy and Frankie. I'm trying to, ideally, depending on Dave's schedule, that will be the first match. Is Dave and Rhea versus Palmy and Frankie.
Ooh, a house
I
divided.
think the Dave mental warfare. That's the thing. If he loses, he might be done. He might never play again. But if he can win and just really like mentally dominate Frankie and Tommy, like he'll
Forever. He'll love that.
They need to get one of those Colquitt jerseys that are like a house divided, where it's like literally just like half Team Portnoy, half like Team Frankie on
Yeah,
each side.
and I do believe that like he is just good at like dumb shit like that. Like,
And he's competitive. Like
Yeah.
that's I'm
that's
hoping.
what's perfect about Jenga. There's enough talent and skill that you can be good at it and bad at it, but also you can just kind of like luck your way into a win, sort of. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it's
Yeah.
the perfect. Like he doesn't have to have experience. You can just kind of be a competitor and win.
He's
Get
either
into
gonna
people's
play-
heads, get them to do stupid shit, dumb things like that. You know?
He's either gonna play one game and be done with it, or he's gonna be like all in
All
and
in.
like super competitive.
I think he'll be all in. 'Cause I think people, if you haven't played Jenga,
When you get in there,
you don't know what it's like.
And the announcers are great.
Dude,
It's
the
a cool
announcers-
atmosphere.
I remember we did. I think I've only played the first game once. I think. And we did the national anthem beforehand.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like standing on the blue line.
Hype
standing
yourself up.
Yeah,
It was no Sean
fucking
Moreno
dope.
crying like a giant tear.
I mean, I had like nerves. I remember laughing at myself, being like, I'm fucking nervous right now. Like, what is going on? You get a couple blocks out, and then you start
You're
to
also
like.
nervous
just
because
start-
you know people bet on you. Like, yeah,
Yeah.
I want to fuck up their bet.
Yeah.
Fight says doesn't be nervous.
And-
He gave all his fucking money away. There's no pressure.
I mean, and really, at the end of the day, it's not about winning. It's about, well, now it will be with the money, but it's about not pulling the last block. If my teammate loses, I'm like, whatever, you suck, bro. Personal glory, I'm all good. But now with the money on the line, it does matter. You are House of Cards, bro. You're Frank
No, but
Underwood.
what do you? I didn't do anything. I didn't speak to Liz at all before that.
Well, what did you do to get picked?
Just really good at Jenga.
But you never played, I thought.
I played 4 times. No, I was very good.
Oh, okay.
He's a
I heard
Glenn
totally
No,
wrong.
I was the one who I didn't speak to literally anybody.
I heard that you had
Nobody.
never played or something.
No, I played.
In-
me and Liz,
in
yeah, quite a
Soul
few
Streams.
times.
Oh,
I think-
okay.
I
So
think
then
four-
I
me and
thought
Glennie
that
were
you-
me and Glennie were a team a few times, and we did pretty well together.
I thought that you hadn't played and weaseled your way into a spot.
No.
Did somebody do that?
Kelly Martin?
Did I make that up?
Kelly, yeah, Kelly got it.
I played the
that's
first.
that's like
I
a
played
weird
the
like
first
thing
one.
about angles. It'd be like it'd be funny if I got Kelly, because like Kelly always will be like she'll get us a guess and be like,
Yeah, I mean,
you
coming on the heels of a Matthew McConaughey interview, she gets selected
she's
for a
always like-
contest for $10,000. I think I know what's going on.
She's like, you guys need to get me a purse. You need to
Yeah,
get me a
she
purse,
wants
you need to
that
get me a
fucking
purse. And like
purse.
PFT was like, all right,
You know what I'm gonna
this'll
do
be
one
a
night?
good
I'm gonna
angle.
get her that purse and then like hand it to her and like pour ketchup all over or something, or like set it on fire.
Purse and those Gucci sneakers.
Yeah, the fucking Gucci sneakers.
But now it's like she's got to earn it. if she wins, she's got.
And
But also,
She's gotta
Jenga's one of those things. Like I could see Kelly Martin being fucking awesome at Jenga for some
She's
reason.
in her college Hall of Fame, so.
Oh,
Lacrosse,
really?
Yeah.
Oh, Jenga?
You didn't know that?
No,
No, from
lacrosse.
lacrosse.
I thought it was like a sorority house thing. They used to
Intramural
play
sports,
Jenga,
yeah.
Jenga or
But
something.
the best part about it is that, first of all, if I was a captain, I would have done this. I
How
would've
did you pick
drafted
that, by the way?
someone.
What?
How did you pick
Drafted
that?
someone bad and then immediately dropped.
It was minimum 4 games and then like their ABM, like average blocks per match.
I would have drafted someone, and Hank said, you have 3 weeks, you could cut. Like, you
Yeah.
could get cut. Like, I would
Yeah.
have cut someone so fast just to have that power. Like, that's
Yeah.
so cool.
Are you expecting cuts?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who do you think is on the chopping block?
Frank the Tank. Dave.
I already offered Nick- I
the
offered Nick
rookies.
money.
I think the rookies.
You think that Rhea is gonna cut Dave Portnoy? Are you fucking insane?
Well, there's a chance Dave is like, I want to, like, you know what I mean?
That's
like, he
that's
might be
different.
like, all right.
There's
I'll
no
make it.
way Rhea walks in
Dave
and be
asked
like, you're
for a
out.
release.
Yeah. If Dave wants
Yeah.
for his release, that's a totally different story. Rhea is not cutting Dave Portnoy.
Who else?
And she shouldn't. That's
I'll
crazy.
tell you right now.
Tommy will
Frankie,
cut
yeah.
someone
Yeah,
real
Tommy-
tough.
Tommy will cut a motherfucker
He's
real
never
bad.
had power in his life to do
Yeah,
it right now.
Frankie.
Billy I could see Billy.
You know what
cutting
would've
someone.
been good
It's really like the
content?
people that want the money like the most.
Yeah.
I understand why you did it, but Nate Dogg as a captain, he would have absolutely cut somebody because he loves the
First
power.
day.
Loves
Well,
the
and
fucking-
Nate-
yeah.
and if
before
Nate-
there's
He
even a
would have cut
reason.
someone not in his team.
But if Nate gets picked up off the waiver wire, he's gonna be the hungriest dude in the street.
True,
Like, he's gonna be
true.
ready to
I offered
play.
Nick $100 straight up. I said, if you drop Frank the Tank, get KB, then cut him and take me, I'll give you $100 straight up.
I mean, listen, is that allowed in the
There's
school
3
streams?
weeks. You got 3 weeks to.
But
Is
bribery
it
and whatnot,
3 weeks
it's all
from
good?
yesterday or 3 weeks from when games start?
3 weeks from game starts.
Okay.
So
So
November
you
2nd.
can be, we're gonna do like group play sorta, and they count, and you can get cut and have a new teammate.
Yeah.
Like, okay, it's not like there's a,
No.
test run or
No,
something.
it's the captain's team. So whoever they elect to have on their team, that's their team.
Yeah, that's smart. You can see, sometimes things start playing out well, not well. You need a chemistry change.
Yeah.
So you're telling me Liz is better than Robbie?
Yeah.
This is very good.
Wow. I see.
Robbie-
I
Robbie
watched
just makes
Robbie
quick
just like
decisions,
he's
but-
this Jedi, bro. Everything he sees the
A
tower.
little confused I
Picks.
was about Donnie.
A little
He's
confused
the
I was
shakiest-
fucking Yoda over here.
He's the shakiest guy in the world.
Donnie.
When I first
Chef,
played-
Chef Donnie or,
No.
or Don Wonton Don?
Wonton Don.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm
And
not
he's
an
good?
alcoholic, I swear to God. He's
Oh,
like
okay.
this, doing the jet.
Chef Donnie's good.
Chef
Yeah,
Donnie.
and they're a duo, right? Donnie and Donnie.
Do you think Jeff D'Lo and Jake Marsh would be critical of Dave whenever he is in there playing Jenga?
Absolutely not.
I mean, are you crazy, dude?
Dave just come in and go, Jake Moore's such a
Fucking nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Funny.
Jeff D'Lo was loving that, by the way. He's
Yeah.
like, it's the only time in my life I'm not the nerd.
Yeah.
Like, this is great.
I'm interested to see how that goes down.
That goes down exactly how you think it goes down. That's Jeff. I don't know. Jake
it gonna-
Marsh, he's one of those guys who's got integrity to the broadcast. He's got to tell it like it is.
Is it going to
Big
be like
J.
Phil Simms just like stroking Peyton?
Yes,
Manning, where he's
yeah.
like, the sheriff's in town.
Absolutely. There's no chance.
I think I might offer if any team cuts someone, I would give them 3/4 of the winning if they were to take me onto their team.
You hear that, world? Right here, you
That's a
heard
good
it.
play.
You'll give 3/4 of any of your winnings.
Yeah.
So what's that
What's
like?
the math of
What's
that?
3/4 of the
Fucking
winning? They would
4,000.
Then you get
37.50.
And I would
Was
take
it?
2,500
He's saying he would take 2,500 instead of 5.
instead of 5.
Okay.
Split the 10.
Oh, well, okay. I thought you meant 3/4 of your 5.
I didn't get the chance to play Jenga yet because of quarantine, but
Okay.
I played at a lot of bars and I'm
You think you're
fairly
good?
good at it. Yeah.
Okay. Can we maybe have a tryout of some sort?
Well, you're
First
captain.
off,
Like a G League, a G League.
The best thing that's
Yeah.
going to happen is at the end of the season, so the top 3 teams will get immunity. Like if you finish in the
Like a
top
bye?
3, you're safe for the next season. And then
Oh.
the other 8 teams are going to be voting out 3 teams. So there will be 6 spots open at the end of the year.
But for this,
For season 2.
right? But for this season, it's like if you want to cut somebody and pick somebody, it's got to be like we have to take his word for it. We can't.
Yeah.
We can't.
Well,
set
you
him up
you could set them up, but you could do a private workout.
combine. Let's have a Jenga combine.
I'll do it. I'll call my agent.
That's on the teams. You got to
A
schedule
Jenga
them in, like,
workout
say
would be
they
so
had a-
fun.
Honestly, I've played non-sanctioned games in there before where you're just fucking
Oh, yeah.
There's a
around
bar
and there's
right
no
there
pressure
that has a
and
full Jenga set.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
yeah.
a lot of spots you can do it.
that bar is the worst bar in the
Yeah.
city, and I go there quite frequently. It's literally the worst bar, and I go there. Well, we went there. I don't know. I can't imagine it lasts through this because it's terrible. I go there with 2 other guys who are dads, and we specifically pick the worst bar in the city. It smells bad. The service is terrible.
Very place.
They give you
Very
free
wet bar.
shots that are like when like the bars have these things like in the back like marinating, and
Yeah.
they're like mixed drink shots. They're disgusting. They're green. They're yellow. They're brown. They're horrible. It's the worst bar in the world, and I made sure I went every Friday.
Me and KD went there once, I think, and he ordered a Moscow Mule, and she poured vodka, simple syrup, and ginger ale in it. And he was like, here you go. And
Yeah,
Terrible.
we have to
It's
just
the
take
best. It's so goddamn
I was so
bad.
confused.
But there is life-size Jenga there, and you will just hear the tower crash
Yep.
down.
It's
every
always
now and
so
then.
scary when you hear it at a
like
bar.
every time. I'm like,
In Newport, there's one bar called West Deck where like it's on a deck, and then you hear it even louder.
Yeah,
because
it's
all
wood on
fucking
wood.
wood on wood. And
Yeah.
it's like echoing.
And that
scares the fuck out of you.
What
every
we
time.
play is like because I feel like I played at bars where it's even bigger. Am I wrong?
I thought that too, but we've looked for other bigger ones. It's not
Yeah,
really
that's
like,
the
unless they're like
biggest.
comically big.
Yeah, right. But that's like the standard life-size Jenga is that size. I mean, it's hats off to you, man. It's one of the best storylines. And then so ping pong is also intense, but there's just only a few good players, right? Like
Yeah,
that's why
so-
Jenga's a good because everyone can play
Equalizer,
it.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of why we did the season is because we've just been doing like random contests, and it was like interesting if you're watching it the day of, but there's no like storylines really building. So this will hopefully build a lot of storylines, and I think in a perfect world we'll be doing because ping pong we have 6 players that are like even competitive.
Wow.
So we'll try and
Is
do
there
like
any-
no, I think you're in that conversation.
Wow.
I think we'll do like
French.
we'll try and do
French
like
guy.
2 days of week of like we'll do simultaneous seasons. So it'll be like 2 days a week of Jenga season 2, and then 1 day a week will be ping pong. It's only 6 players,
Got it.
but it's like we can do 2 seasons at once.
For sure.
But I think that helps just like build it up, build up the drama, build up the storylines and stuff.
It's gonna be a wild season. So that starts in November, group play, and then January is like the playoffs. Something like that.
You guys want to know your groups?
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Isn't it November?
unveiling
This is
right
actually-
now
I mean, this is pretty much
on
breaking
Friday
news.
Night Pints.
I'm
the
only
Jenga
gonna
groups.
tell you your
Revealing
guys'
the bracket.
So you guys are You guys are pubes, right?
Yes, Pubes
Team
won.
Pubes. So you guys are with Big Cat and Roan.
Okay.
Ooh, that's gonna be the worst. They're always just fucking a pain in my ass. Like always trying to fucking
Do something.
needle every
Yeah.
rule and like just be as annoying as possible. Berserkers. So Big Cat,
Ooh.
Roan, Billy, Rudy. Pubes 1 is Feitelberg and KFC, and Pubes 2 is Nick and Frank the
Frank the
Tank.
Tank.
So the Pubes 2 is in the group of Pubes
Yeah,
1?
both
So
pubes
happy.
are in.
That's
so-
a terrible
That's a
group.
tough group.
That's
I
a
know,
tough group to be.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna, I haven't heard the rest. That's the group of death.
Yeah.
That's what everyone said.
Yeah.
Motherfucker.
Liz's team is the PFT.
And you got hands, huh? You can do this.
I'm good.
Yeah.
That's why I said. See, me and Liz, we didn't have a conversation. Like I like Liz a lot, but she didn't pick me because we're best friends.
Right.
We're about business. Like we're here to win the money.
Yeah,
That's the
yeah,
whole reason
yeah.
we're a team.
Listen.
And I'm all here for it. I'm
Some
here for it.
people picked, for money. Some people picked, out of fear. Some people made deals out of fear. It's fine. I get it. So that's the big group there. All right. We'll see what happens.
My partner fucking tapes his hand to his pants.
I'm one with Glenn now. Me and Glenn have done very well together in the stool.
At least he fucking tries. Casey doesn't tape her hand to anything and just fucking keeps touching.
Well, also the
two
one
hands.
he taped his hand and still somehow
Yeah, that
managed
was
to do it.
incredible.
That was
Casey did
unbelievable.
that.
Casey did that too. She just,
It
insane.
wasn't taped. It was tied, but she still did a double.
and then she cries when she's not drafted. You fucking kidding me, Smith? Jesus Christ. Let's do a couple answer the internets. You had one.
Well, I have a question.
Oh, sure.
I kind of came into this the other day.
Oh, boy.
When you're taking a rat, right, in the public place, do
I'm
you?
sick of shit.
Yeah, thank you. You're
Just
my
for-
Oh,
just
they're
translating
talking
for the
girl.
fucking- yeah, I mean, that could mean a lot of things, but I speak.
That's not good when
some
you know my
affluent
language
Martin,
like
and
that.
that's taking a shit. Yeah.
So you're taking a dog, and it's like you're
Well, they could just
wiping,
change it.
and it's like you're wiping, and while you're wiping, someone comes in.
Oh, okay. Like
Do
we're going
you
there, huh?
do
Do the
you
cough?
go out like right away, like to face
you
them,
wait
or do
till
you
they
just
leave.
sit back
You
down?
wait. It's
But,
common courtesy.
One
You
second, thank you, because that happened to me the other day, and someone like looked me out like, you just wiped your ass. Like, what are you looking at me
Yeah,
like
absolutely.
that? But there's another thing. I stand when I wipe, so
I know.
You don't even do it.
well, you're not gonna stand.
Why would you stand?
Oh, you're low to the ground, you know.
You guys,
when people learn this for the first time, it's a big deal, especially on the internet. Everybody
Hey, you
has
brought
their
it up,
first
right?
moment
Aren't you
where
the
they
person that
learn
brought
that you sit and stand, and it
mean,
blows people's
I'm just
minds.
not gonna put my hand in my own shit. That's what's gonna happen on
I
accident.
mean, you don't have to fucking put your hand into the
No,
toilet.
you go.
I didn't know
don't
you
you
did
did
it.
You
Yeah.
should.
Front.
No, I
Decide
stand.
like
I'm
that.
saying, wouldn't that how you would do it?
You just lean.
No, you lean forward.
Stand up.
no way,
But that's
no
what I'm
way.
saying. When you
The only
stand
time
up.
I accept this is I was arguing with Pat McAfee once, and he goes, in his fucking like West Virginia, Pittsburgh
Yinza.
accent. Yeah, he's like, do a leg workout one time for me, man. Like I can't reach around it. I was like, all right, yeah, listen, if you got quads the size of his and you need to like, figure it out architecturally, I get it. But for the rest of us, you can just lean over.
Like Mike Allstein, just muscle bound, can't wash the other side of his body.
Pat McAfee cannot reach around his quads. I get it. The rest of us can just lean and not stand up.
But the problem for me is that I'm like 6'3", so I'm taller than the stall. What do you think? I'm not 6'3"? I was gonna say 6'4", so you're lucky.
6'4", you're not 6'4".
Exactly.
6'1.5.
So I went,
6'2".
I'm 6. You guys are nuts.
6'1.5.
What are you nuts?
Maybe 6'2".
You're nuts. I'm
No.
6'3".
Do we have
Marty's tall.
6'2"
tall
and a
as
half?
shit.
I would not give him
6'1.5.
I'm 6'3".
I'll give him 6'3".
No more than
6'3".
6'2".
6'3".
I think it's 6'3".
Regardless, the
Do we have
stall.
a tape measure here? See if we can find
I'm
that.
taller than the stall, so
But you said that like you're 6'10".
I am.
Like
Compared
you're
to all of
average
you
tall.
guys, you're all
You're
short.
saying if you stand up, your head
No
will
one
be
here
no
is
way.
short. Well, I guess Vibs and
Whoa,
DV's
whoa,
are-
whoa,
I'm
above
like
average
5'10",
height.
5'11".
Yeah,
I'm
you're
5'11".
above average height.
You're
I'm 5'9".
You can't
you're
call yourself
slim.
5'9".
You're not
You're
short.
like,
I'm
oh,
above average height.
You're
I'm
telling me-
5'11". I'm 5'11". Stand up, stand up. I know for a fact I'm 5'11".
That's like an inch and a half.
6'1".
There's just
I
no way
just
you're
love it.
6'3".
I'm 6'3".
You're
6'1"
getting knocked
flat.
out. Do we have one?
You so that you're calling doctors liars? Yeah.
Just a second. You're telling me that your head's like above the door of the stall?
Yes.
No way.
Yes, it is. When
I
I'm
mean, I
wiping
will
my
roll
ass,
this
I'm like
camera
this,
into-
and then it goes over the stall. And everyone's
No
like, oh, that's
fucking
Martin.
shot. Not a shot in the world.
You're saying you can't see over. You're saying your head just peeks over.
Yeah, like my
I
head's
don't even think that.
like someone's
I think
head,
if
and
you
you
get
can
up on
see
your
it's
tiptoes
me.
when you're white, because you don't.
I mean, what do you guys do? Do you guys stand on
As
the
a
fucking
non-fan,
tip?
you
You
don't know
do
you
it? Yeah.
tip the toe.
You can't tell me that's
one
easier.
toe.
You're gonna tip the toes and
John,
shit?
one toe, right?
One.
Yeah, one. Yeah, it's
Johnny,
that
one
too.
toes?
I
Johnny,
do
one
one as
toe?
well. Yeah.
Everybody
it's
else
so much
sits? You're all sitters?
I used to be a
I'm
stander,
big
and then we had the
stander.
conversation.
You
and
can
I was a stand- I was a
tried
stander.
to-
I was a
This makes
stander as
lot of
well as a
sense.
child.
Do you
So
get
I'm
naked?
trying to remember
So
when I
you
made the
get naked?
switch. Maybe like
I'm a sitter.
don't
like
get naked?
sixth
What do you mean
grade,
don't get?
fifth
What do you mean
grade.
Take my shirt off?
I mean, there was a
Well, no,
there
you
was
take
a
your shirt off and
George
make the tough
Costanza.
shit. That's the
You get totally naked every time you take a
Every
shit?
single time. Not
In
my
here?
shirt. Yeah, in here.
Yeah, I always
don't
wondered that
hate
why
that.
there were fucking hangers in stalls. I'm like,
I
who
don't
the
hate
fuck
it.
is coming in here taking clothes off?
I get a jacket off. I understand.
I
I
always
remember
felt
working in the corporate world, like people have long
Like tuck in
dress
shirts,
shirts,
yeah.
dress shirts that they're not tucked in. Those hang low. People wearing fancy shit. Maybe to get told here, you're wearing a t-shirt. Like, what do you have to get naked for?
Because I splash.
If it's a hard shit,
To
you got it.
a
I get it.
t-shirt?
You don't know? I splash.
Your ass is
all
sitting
over.
on the
And
fucking.
it smells on you.
Well, it smells on you if it's next to the
I
fucking
don't
toilet
get it.
too.
How close is your shirt is so close to the shit.
But you do it at home though, right? Like everyone, I think, takes their shirt off when you have a bad shit at
I
home.
don't. I
You
don't.
don't?
I don't
You're
think I-
crazy.
Sometimes.
It makes it come out better. I
Most
don't
of
take
most
it.
of the time
Come
I
out better.
shower right before I shit right before shower. So at those ones I am completely naked for. But if I'm
that's
if
'cause
it's
you
just
shower.
I
if
actually
it's just a
don't like
regular
If you have clothes
regular
on
poopoo,
and you're at
I'm-
home,
I'm just going
Like,
to the
you're
bathroom.
taking a tough shit.
I don't
I'm talking
need to
like
make it.
a
I don't need to
burner.
make it a whole
No,
production.
I
know
do
when my
at home.
shit's
Sometimes
tough.
you sweat. You don't want to ruin your shirt.
Exactly.
I sweat sometimes.
okay, if you are
At home, I take-
fighting one,
If you're constipated, you take it off.
okay, fine, but that's pretty rare. No, how often do you constipate, bro?
Yeah, like,
You know, only give once or twice a day. Like you just take it off and
Once a
just
day.
pop it off. You know,
I don't
just
get
ventilating.
Feitelberg also shits like once every 9 days.
Me too.
Yeah.
I don't like
I
shit.
shared his
Pretty
opinion.
rare.
Shitting's a waste of
LCB.
time. It really is.
I don't prefer it. I don't want to shit.
Yeah, I know, but like, you hold it as much as you can. That's why I got skinny shits or the gluten, either one.
I shared an opinion on the last LCB that they thought I was crazy for, but a lot of people have since DM'd me and said it was cool. Not cool, but accepted.
Definitely
I
cool.
said whenever I take a really tough shit and I can tell it's gonna be messy, you spread your cheeks apart a little bit before you sit, and then you get less little residue on your butthole.
It
sounds crazy,
I know
but I'm-
exactly what you're talking
It sounds crazy.
You sound like a
'Cause then you-
fucking
the
little
seat
white
kinda
dog
holds
that
it
has
fair.
a
I'm
tail.
telling you,
I'll tell you, it sounds
The
crazy,
seat
but it
holds
works.
it apart. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Fuck, I know what you
You
mean.
just part a little bit,
Yeah,
and
like
you be
that.
apart before you
I
sit.
do.
just lean like.
And then when
Yeah,
you sit,
exactly.
it holds it open. It's disgusting.
They acted like I was fucking crazy.
disgusting, but it fucking
No,
makes sense.
no. But when you first sit down,
Yeah.
when you first sit down, you just give it a little spread.
Yeah.
Just give it a little spread.
Now he's shaking his
That's
head.
probably
Well, you wash your hands after you shit,
Doesn't
don't you?
matter. You put your hand in your asshole, it always smells like an asshole.
Well, you
Well,
don't
you
put
put
your
it
hand
in your
asshole.
Well, I mean, you
asshole.
spread your
like
cheeks with your
here.
cheeks.
Yeah,
Marty,
I can
like-
spread my cheeks right here, dude. I'm not in
Marty,
my
I'm
asshole.
talking like
Yeah,
here.
you all
I'm talking
spray.
like here.
I know you
Nah, when I spread my cheeks, I put a finger in my ass.
What was the ATI you said?
one
Because you
was-
said the opposite. You said you like shitting before.
No, I don't like shit.
What did you say? Read the question.
This is, would you rather never have to wipe your ass or never have to shave?
You said you
Well, I
enjoy
like
shitting.
wiping my ass. I don't like shitting. That's completely different.
It's the opposite.
Yeah, you're right. It's completely different. It makes no sense.
Well,
Who
someone
prefers
also
the cleanup?
me because
Apparently.
it's like, man, I feel clean. Like someone told me, like, oh, you have one. Like, have you ever had one and you just did one wipe and you're good? It's like, no.
Oh, yeah, man.
That's
The
insane.
ghost shit.
My grandmother
The ghost
said
shit's
4 wipes and nothing.
Gone, and you're like, did I even shit?
you
I
look
You
at
have
it
to
and you're like,
keep
what happened?
wiping
Yeah.
to make sure. You
Yeah.
can't just do the one.
Isn't that
Well,
weird?
I agree, but I've done the one. I'll always go back in, but I'm like, I could be one and
I'll
done.
go back in.
You know, you gotta be sure. You're right, but I could be one and done here.
Isn't that kind of weird when you think about it? Like, for everyone from like the lowest person to like the fucking president. Like, when you wipe your ass, you check, and you're like, yeah, that's poop, all right.
Well, I remember, somebody said to me, how do blind people?
You have to
How do
check.
blind people know when they're done wiping?
Oh.
And I remember, but I remember not getting that because if you told me that I can't look, I could still, I can still tell
I mean,
when I'm
it's
done.
kind
still
of
gonna
like the sense thing. Like if you don't have one sense, you're better with all the other ones.
I could feel
And then you kind of just have
tell.
the. I think you
It's like
develop
you-
a feel.
Is that
It's
you?
like
Is that
like
believe
a
that?
professional quarterback. Like you know when
Timing.
you feel a ball.
Yeah.
Like, you're like, all right,
Yeah.
this is a good ball.
Right,
Like
like,
you
I'm
know,
done.
like you've done it enough
done.
times in your life that you're like, I know.
You
I
think
know
it's
this
a
ball.
hoax that blind people have better senses in other places?
No.
I don't. I think that's very, very. I think it's almost
Proven fact.
scientifically
It's just
proven.
adapt.
I saw Daredevil, and I can
Question.
tell you that he at one time sensed sword slices in the wall.
So that's fact.
Well, he is like a bat. So like, he gets
He's got sonar almost.
That was
blind
the
people
most,
can.
that is a TV show based on a blind superhero, and I watched 3 seasons before I got to that one. I went, all right, this is too much. Like that's where I drew the line. I was like he just sensed the knife holes in the wall. Like get the fuck out
But
of
I
here.
do believe it.
Sword
Like
holes?
I do think you. Yeah, I think that's almost 100% fact.
Good to know.
The tunnel rats in Vietnam, I read about this.
Twisted History?
Twisted
There you
History,
go.
I got it, yeah.
Download the pod.
No, they'd say like you couldn't see, but you could smell, and you would just hear. You
just
get down
know.
there and you would
Who's
just
saying- the
gain
rats
those
are
sights.
saying
Yeah, the
this?
tunnel rats.
Oh,
You
tunnel
would
rats
have
are
the great
humans.
tunnel
They're
rats.
real
I think I used a GIF of you
Oh,
for
they're
that blog
actually
probably.
rats. Oh,
Yeah.
they're not.
No, not rats.
Got
Not
it.
No, they're not.
They're
rats.
not real rats. They're not your metaphorical
Got it,
rats.
yeah,
They're
that's
people being
literal
called
human
rats.
beings.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
if you had to lose a sense? What would
Because
you
the
lose?
rat said that.
If I lose a sense, what
Yeah.
do I lose?
Can you name all the senses, Marty?
Yeah, touch, feel, smell.
Touch and feel the same
I feel like
thing.
you'd be fine with that touch.
Touch, smell, eye, and then
Smell.
hearing.
Seeing dead people.
Taste.
There you go.
All right.
I mean, would you have gotten through that if I didn't help you? I don't think you would have.
Kinda
So,
blanked out the
which
three,
would
but
you lose
smell.
if you had to?
I don't need
Everybody.
smell.
Touch. I don't fuck with touch.
Well, you can't tell if you're
But then
feeling
you
pain.
can't come.
Huh?
You can't come. I could set you on fire. You wouldn't know.
Oh, I thought touch was always just like touch.
No, it's
no,
like
you're
sensing
being
things,
touched,
you
yeah.
dumb
Yeah.
fucking asshole.
I thought it
It means like cold, hot.
Smell is easy.
Yeah,
as
well, also
I
smell
already
and
don't
taste
have
kind of go
smell.
hand in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really doesn't.
I can't smell. I can never smell like
Yeah,
it.
like
way I
something that
talk, you think
smells
I don't
good,
have
like
it.
something that tastes good is way better than something that smells good.
Also, though, here's the thing.
Like
If
if
you lose-
something that tastes really good, you're like, this is amazing.
If
Or
you
something
lose
smells
that,
good,
though-
that smells good.
if you don't have taste or smell, whatever, as long as, my point is, if you don't, you can eat healthy. You know what I mean? You could eat the best shit in the world, and you wouldn't be tempted to eat bad shit. You would lose weight, and you'd be ripped
But the
because
bad shit's awesome.
it's awesome. But you know what else is awesome? Being fucking like shredded. You know.
Is it?
If you can't taste, and you're like, I'm not even missing this anymore.
When's the
I can
last
eat broccoli and feel the
shredded
same
guy
way.
you're like, that guy's cool? Not
Joe
many.
Manganiello.
The Rock.
Don't
Rock.
make you know, The Rock, yes.
The Rock's rich, like that's just
Aaron
not-
Judge.
Fuck
Aaron
Aaron
Judge is
Judge.
ripped.
I
Fuck
thought you
his
said
ass.
Aaron Hernandez for a second. I was like,
I mean, he was
Well,
pretty
you know,
jacked.
kinda. You know, he's cool up until a point. You know, he
Casey
was,
Anthony, she was pretty ripped. Yeah, she's alive. She's still kicking.
Casey Anthony, wasn't she trying to have another baby?
I think so. Probably
That should probably not be allowed.
No, I don't know if there's a court.
Don't
order
regulate
to
women's
do.
body.
I was gonna say, I don't think I can make a choice for a women's body, but I think we should maybe stop
Casey
that one from happening.
That's for That's for off.
Marty doesn't know who Casey
You know who
Anthony
Casey
is.
Anthony is?
No,
Give me a guess. Who's Casey Anthony?
I really
You
have
couldn't
no
tell
idea.
me one. Give me
the
a
best
guess.
excuse maker in the history of the world is what she is.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know.
Casey
I honestly
Anthony
don't know.
absolutely straight up killed her baby and got off. like straight up like threw it in a dumpster
Like-
dead, and like she didn't get convicted.
Like a documentary series on it?
No, it's just a real person.
Nancy Grace just talked
but,
about it for
like,
like 5
That's
Yeah,
honestly
there
the
are
only point
many
there isn't because
documentaries.
I don't know. The only thing I know about her is just that she threw a baby in a dumpster.
There
should be a
there were
documentary
Google
on
searches
her.
that I think were like how to fucking kill a baby and get away with
That
it.
would be a
Yeah.
fascinating documentary if there
I
actually
remember-
could be some like real.
Oh, there are. I mean, I'm sure you could watch. There's definitely some documentaries.
I
real
remember she
testimony.
was
There needs to
found.
be like the definitive one though.
That's
You know
what I'm saying.
you
The
mean?
real.
Yeah.
I
The
want like
Netflix
testimony
one.
from like her.
Yes, yeah,
And like the
yeah.
people closest to her.
Yeah.
She was found innocent during the week I was covering Barstool Boston for the first time ever. Like Dave went on his first vacation.
Yikes.
And it was like really my like trial run to see like if I was gonna be
Oh baby.
like
I feel like you're still in the trial.
a long term like yeah, go ahead.
Did you put her as a
like
smoke
a
show or
long
no?
term blogger here.
Did you post her as a smoke show?
And
Get that ass.
I was so scared writing the blogs. I was like,
Yeah.
this is big news. Like, I have to talk about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, and I'm like going over like the research and stuff like that, or like the results of the trial, and I stumbled upon the tidbit that she had claimed it was the nanny Zanny who had gotten rid of her.
Oh my
And I was like, beautiful. Okay, I can blog this. Because like you just put in the Office reference where it's like I have a dentist named Prentice, and it was like, all right, it's done. But I was like so fucking.
Thank God for
nervous,
that.
Like,
Well, we'll wrap up here. We got like 1 minute left, but I mean, I guess you won't be in this, but would you? Nobody knows, but would you fuck Casey Anthony? Nobody finds out.
Would I fuck Casey Anthony?
Yeah, but nobody finds out.
I mean, yeah.
What if everybody finds out?
Yeah, probably.
I need to like see a better picture of her.
She's pretty
I don't know if
sexy.
a fully like. I guess
Google
if no
it.
one knew about it.
No.
Am I like, oh, you're Casey Anthony?
Yeah, no, it's very clear. She's
Oh,
like,
I
hi, I'm
mean,
Casey Anthony. Well,
Then that's. I guess that makes it a lot different then.
And no one finds out?
no one
I
finds
feel
out.
like she
Yeah.
like
If people do
I,
find
She
out.
I
was,
think
she was
of the-
hot. She
if
was
people do
attractive.
find out.
And she's crazy. If people do find out,
Can
I don't
I
want my
put-
mom to find out.
Wait,
Right.
can I put it
What was
as
that?
She
What
was
was
all about
the,
Casey Anthony.
what was the Ben Affleck movie when she kills Neil Patrick
Gone
Harris?
It's Gone
That's
Girl.
Casey
Yeah.
Anthony.
Have
That's
you
how
seen
I
Spoiler?
imagine
She's-
sex with Casey Anthony would go.
Yeah, she's. I mean,
like she'd ride
she
it.
would. She would fuck your brains out, but then you might die. Yeah.
Amanda
I'd
Knox?
let someone bite my head off
Man,
during
I'm
sex.
not
I'm at that point in my life.
But she didn't do it, right? I bet she did
everything
do it.
okay?
Did you watch the documentary?
No,
It made
Everybody
her
was like,
seem
nah,
more
she's
guilty.
innocent, and it was like, nah, I
I
don't think
probably
she
killed
is.
that guy.
Would you, Casey Anthony?
I started this off the show by saying I would fight Diplo for the story. So yes, I'd fuck Casey Anthony.
I feel like you maybe have. in
That's
your
a
life. Who
month
knows?
worth of podcast right there.
Just so I've heard she was an Ohio State fan.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
I just remember that after I said it. People send me pictures of her all the time in the gym. I'm like, fuck.
All right, that's it for us. Go get your Revitalyte tonight for this weekend. Make some cocktails with it. Get the purple was good. I like the mixed fruit and the strawberry, so you can keep that hangover at bay and also mix up yourself a nice cocktail with the New Amsterdam. Go to drinkrevitalyte.com/find to find out how to get your Revitalyte and how you can purchase it. You go to the hashtag Hydrate Responsibly if you want to tweet out pictures of you drinking it and enjoying yourself or nursing that hangover. Drink half a bottle before bed, half a bottle in the morning, you'll be good to go. Buy R&R tonight. Download Play Barstool to make the bets to win $25K. Also be on the lookout for Jenga to make the picks. And be on the lookout for Jenga in the coming weeks and months.
Monday,
And
November 2nd.
Monday, November 2nd is when it
Opening
starts.
day.
And thank you all for
Lights
being
out
here.
is a gimme pick. Lights
Lights
out
out
is a gimme pick.
is the easy money, and the rest you got to do on your own. Thank you all for being here, and we'll see you guys next week for Friday Night Pints.
Donald
Good
Trump.
shit, guys. Thanks.
Communists, Democrats, obviously don't rep the flag.
Blue for Biden. I'm all about peace, love, and blood.
Bring me a Trump fan. Let me knock one out.
I challenge any Democratic dwarf out there.
Fuck Trump.
That is an amazing move from the ninja.
I'm gonna beat you bloody, have you voting for Trump 2020.
Yo, Brendan Kelly on the Shiz show.
Shizat the Rizat. He's fighting for his Nana. Shout out to the Nana.
You're gonna get hit. I know I'm gonna get my licks in.
First it was Florence, then it was Miami.
We just sent him 6 feet into the air.
You're up next, Bobby Lang. 5-0. I'm the champ.
Oh! 1990! He may have spit on him.
I'm gonna erase him from the rough and nerdy history books.
I'm gonna pop you right in your fucking head, and you're gonna hit the dirt, young man. I'm putting your dick in the dirt, Bobby Lang, just like the last 5 guys.